don't you think you're getting ahead of the investigation right now?
No, I don't think so at all. I don't think with the names of the people, you mean the names of the people that are on the plane? You think that's going to make a difference?
Look at him. Oh, my God, dude. Look at his brow. He is fuming. Oh, my God, he's fuming.
But I think that's not a very smart question.
The press conference today reminded me of COVID. Trump, in a crisis, he's just not good. When something like this happens, it blindsides him. You can tell he's not good at handling new information. He's not good at processing up-to-the-minute changes of events. And he can't handle himself under the hot spotlights during a crisis at all. You know, just the insane shit he was saying about, like, DEI. I mean, he's all over the map, bro. What a fucking putz. Trump was flustered. He was scrambling. He was easily irritated, taking zero personal responsibility. And I feel like this is the playbook right here. They want to push the white supremacy. They're going to blame DEI, woke, CRT, whatever. And this is their play. Gut the agencies, weaken the rules, shut things down. Then as soon as something goes bad, they're like, ha, it's because of DEI, because of everything Biden did, even though the real problem is them breaking down the structures. And then they use this idea of, see what DEI did? Now we have all the more reason to hire only white guys and yada, yada, yada. But here's what's interesting, though. It was a white airplane pilot. It was a cis straight white helicopter pilot, a cis straight white air traffic controller, a cis straight white FFA administrator fired by a cis straight white president, and a cis straight white billionaire. That's Elon Musk. So there was not a single woman or person of color involved in this accident anywhere in the chain. Everybody involved in this accident was a white straight male. And despite that, Trumpy is crying about DEI.
I changed the Obama standards from very mediocre at best to extraordinary. You remember that. Only the highest aptitude, they have to be the highest intellect and psychologically superior people were allowed to qualify for air traffic controllers.
By the way, one thing we do have to note is there was a tweet 12 hours before that crash. Look at this. This was 5 a.m. on the 29th. So the day of the crash, basically 15 hours before the crash, an FAA employee I know confirms agency already lacks sufficient air traffic controllers. The so-called buyouts and other attacks on federal employees won't help. Remember that fact when the flight delays, crashes commence, and Trumpers start falsely blaming DEI or Biden. This guy did this 15 hours before the crash, saying his friend who works at the FAA said they're already behind. And then Trump had frozen the hiring of air traffic controllers. He stopped the hiring. They're using the buyouts, which aren't really buyouts, but they're trying to get people to resign to trim down the agency. And of course, Trump fired the head of the FAA and the head of the TSA. So 15 hours before this crash, this guy was saying, look, they're going to blame DEI, but let me just tell you, like, these agencies are hurting, and firing these guys and putting a freeze on the hiring is really fucking them up. Now here he is. He's in his DEI arc. Obviously, freezing the hiring at the federal agencies had an effect on this. Firing the head of the FAA without a replacement and, you know, having a whole skirmish about toppling the FAA and the TSA and doing the whole grandiose thing had an effect on this. The way they have implemented, the way they've rolled out this shit with their you know, confusing memos and inconsistent communications has all created this problem. This is 100% created by Trump. But my real issue is how he's not taking any responsibility for any of that. Again, he's blaming Obama is where he started, right? He started this speech with the black guy, okay? The birther guy, the target of his birther controversy. He literally started this speech talking about fucking Obama. Like, bro, like, take your KKK hood off there, Donnie. and shut the up, bro.
Of the 67 people who were killed, and you are blaming Democrats and DEI policies and air traffic control and seemingly the member of the U.S. military who was flying that Black Hawk helicopter. Don't you think you're getting ahead of the investigation right now?
No, I don't think so.
Oh my God, dude. Look at his face. Oh, did you hear the Kaitlan Collins question? She just called him out. Look at his face. Look at him.
I think were the names of the people. You mean the names?
Look at him. Oh my God, dude. Look at his brow. Dude, let's listen to that again. Look at him. Dude, he is fuming. Oh my God, he's fuming. All right, let's go back. We're going to enjoy this, dude. He's regretting this call right here, dude. Watch his demeanor. Look at him. He's all like happy.
Do you even yet know the names of the 67 people who were killed, and you are blaming Democrats and DEI policies and air traffic control and seemingly the member of the U.S. military who was flying that Black Hawk helicopter. Don't you think you're getting ahead of the investigation right now?
No, I don't think so at all. I don't think were the names of the people. You mean the names of the people that are on the plane? You think that's going to make a difference? They are a group of people that have lost their lives.
Dude.
If you want a list of the names, we can give you that. We'll be giving that very soon.
Oh, he is
in coordination with American Airlines.
You want a list of the names?
Very strongly, obviously.
He's like, you want a list of the names? You want a tow? I can get you a tow by 3 p.m. Dude, that's what that just reminded me of. Oh my God. Do you remember Walter Sobchak? Get you a tow. Dude, from the Big Lebowski.
Walter. Hell, I can get you a tow by 3 o'clock this afternoon with nail polish. It's fucking amateur. Walter.
Dude, that's what it reminded me of. You want a tow? You want a tow?
But I think that's not a very smart question. I'm surprised coming from you.
Oh, there he goes. That's not a very smart question.
If you want a list of the names, we can give you that. We'll be giving that very soon. We're in coordination with American Airlines. We're in coordination very strongly, obviously, with the military. But I think that's not a very smart question. I'm surprised coming from you. Please.
Thank you, President Trump. Thank you for being here. Based on your analysis so far, do you have a sense of who was at fault, if it was the plane, the helicopter, air traffic control, and can you assure people that it is safe to fly in and out of D.C.?
Well, I've given you the analysis, and the analysis was it was based on vision. You had a lot of people that saw what was happening. You had some people.
He's like, I've given you the analysis. The analysis is I have no fucking clue what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to sit here and probably insult you. And then I'm going to go backstage and shit my pants and be like, JD, come empty my diaper. Get in here. Right? Oh, shit.
Knew what was happening. There was some warnings, but the warnings were given very, very late. You know, those warnings were given very late. It was almost as they were given. A few seconds later, there was a crash. It should have been brought up earlier. But the people in the helicopter should have seen where they were going. I can't imagine people with 20/20 vision not seeing, you know, what's happening up there.
Yeah, they were probably drinking some beers, celebrating Pete Hegseth's nomination. They're like, yeah, dude, let's get ripped. Dude, Hegseth's in here. They were probably tattooing like swastikas on each other's arms and shit, having a fucking beer, right? And they were like, oh shit, now we're dead. No! What is he talking about?
You have today blamed the diversity elements, but then told us that you weren't sure that the controllers made any mistake. You then said perhaps the helicopter pilots were the ones who made the mistake.
It's all under investigation.
I understand that. That's why I'm trying to figure out how you can come to the conclusion right now that diversity had something to do with this crash.
Because I have common sense, okay? And unfortunately, a lot of people don't. We want brilliant people doing this. This is a major chess game at the highest level.
This guy pissed him off too. How can you say it was diversity? And he's like, I'm gonna shit my pants. Where'd my neck go? Oh, he is torqued.
When you have 60 planes coming in during a short period of time, and they're all coming in different directions, and you're dealing with very high-level computer work and very complex computers, And one of the other things I will tell you is that the systems that were built, I was going to rebuild the entire system, and then we had an election that didn't turn out the way it should have. But
dude, he was going to build out the entire system. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. Dude, he doesn't even know what kind of equipment is in an air traffic control tower. This guy has no fucking clue, bro.
Build the systems properly. They spent a lot of money renovating a system.
Trump's like, I'm going to be in there with the fucking soldering iron. I'm going to build the system. Common sense. Common sense is something people say when they don't have an answer. My dad used to pull that shit. Okay, my dad was not smart. He did not graduate from high school. He never even made it to high school. His last grade in school was in like 8th grade or something. And so what my dad used to do is he used to try to like boss me around. And when I would ask him for the reasoning behind the decisions he was making or the reasoning behind the thing he wanted from me, he would fall back on the common sense. And I'm like, no, like common sense is the phrase you use when you don't have anything to back up your fucking answer. So you try to just use this general thing that is something that you magically have, but none of us do, right? In my dad's case, it was like the people his age had it, but the people my age just didn't. And it was one of those automatic, you know, get out of jail free cards.
There are certain companies that do a very good job. They didn't use those companies. They used companies that should not have been doing it. No, I think it's very important to understand that for some jobs, and not only this, but air traffic controllers, they have to be at the highest level of genius. Okay.
Dude, the highest level of genius. See, listen to this shit, though. It's like, no, you don't have to be a genius to be a good air traffic. If Albert Einstein was around, you're going to have him be an air traffic controller? Like, what is he talking about? You don't need to be a fucking genius. You just need to be somebody who's calm under pressure, somebody that can respond well to fast-paced environments, somebody that doesn't get stressed out under high-pressure situations. You know what's funny? I bet if you found somebody who was really good at working a drive-through at a McDonald's, I bet some of those people could be air traffic controllers with the proper education and training. Somebody that functions in that type of high stress environment with a lot of things going on and they can manage all those details without like falling apart. Boom. That's where you find those kinds of people. You don't need the highest level of fucking genius. Like, what is he talking about, dude? He's so dumb.
Could have been 1,000 feet higher. It could have been 200 feet lower.
Yeah.
But it was exactly at the same height, and somebody should have been able to point that out.
Yeah, thank you, Trumpy.
So all of this is going to be studied, but it just seems to me from a couple
It seems to Trumpy that it's got to be black people that caused this. That's basically Trump's analysis. Oh, shit. The planes were at the same height. Somebody should have seen it. Everybody involved was white, but I'm pretty sure it's the black guy's fault. Yeah, this one's on Obama. There you go. That's
of words that I like to use the words common sense.
What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.